Howdy, I'm Steve Thompson. Previously, I've read stories from my short story collections, A Man of Few Words. There'll be a link to it there. And The All You Can Read Buffet, with another link to that one. But today I want to read two stories from my latest collection that just came out last week, Political Pies. Get a better look there. That sort of gives you a sense of what my political feelings are. You can even see. This collection has 40 stories, and in case you're worried, I have no party affiliation. I'm not trying to sway you to one political ideology or the other. I'm just trying to give you something to, at best, just chuckle about, but maybe also something to think about. That's basically all you get out of these, I guess. Doesn't sound too good, but anyway. The first story I'm going to read is titled Choose One. The moderator smiled as he looked to Anthony Boyles. Mr. Boyles, same question. Anthony placed his hands on the podium and looked out into the packed audience. What political leader do I look up to the most? He asked. I would have to say Mark Twain. A wave of confused chuckling spread through the audience. Anthony held a hand up and said, "Let me explain. I chose Mr. Clemens for his statement, 'Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress,' but I repeat myself." As the audience laughed, Anthony glanced over at his opponents and saw them standing straight with forced smiles. Holding his hand up again, Anthony continued, "If there are any truer words about American politicians, I don't know what they are. I mean, look," Anthony moved to his opponents. Asked, "What political leader do you look up to the most?" We have a Republican who answers Jesus, and a Democrat who answers Martin Luther King Jr. Anthony lightly slapped his face and told the audience, "I never saw those answers coming. Did you? Did any of you?" A large percentage of the audience chuckled. Looking at his opponents, he said, "Those answers were just so, original is not the word, staged. Why don't you just come out and say what you really mean?" Looking back to the audience, he asked, "You do know what they meant, don't you? They were saying that if you are a Christian, you must vote Republican, and if you are black, you must vote Democrat." Pointing to the Republican senator, he asked, "I suggest you reread your Bible if you think Jesus was all about the military-industrial complex, corporate greed, and big oil. And you," he said, pointing to the Democratic senator, "it is so much easier to mention the name of someone with courage than to have any of your own." Looking back at the audience and the cameras, Anthony said, "America, I will be honest. I most certainly am not the best person to be president." With a thumb, he pointed at his opponents and finished, "But neither either of these bozos." And the second story is titled, Is That How It Works? Next question. A middle-aged man walked up to the microphone at the front of the auditorium. He cleared his throat, then said, "Senator, on the campaign trail you have often stated that the rich and powerful, both individual and corporate, should receive tax breaks because they are the job creators." "That's correct." The man took a piece of paper out of his pocket and unfolded it. "Sir, I've been unemployed for 20 months now." He held the piece of paper up so everyone could see it was a check. "This is the last of my life savings." He tossed the check up onto the stage about 10 feet from the candidate. "I gave it to you so that you, as nearest I'll get to the rich and powerful, now have all the money that matters to me. But give me a goddamn job." That's just a sampling of stories you can find in Political Pies. I hope you'll check it out. There's a link below that will take you to the page on my website that has a list of all the places you can find it. Thanks for watching.